But I want to make sure we're doing on this call is we start off with a little bit of a Q&A. And then if you guys are up to it, I actually have leads for you guys to call and see if you guys want to do some live cold calling and get coached on how to work through and talking to some leads. Okay. But before we go ahead and dive in, for those of you guys who were joining us previously, do you guys have any questions about kind of anything you might have like observed or kind of ascertained over the last couple of weeks with me doing live cold calls for the group? Got a very busy month. It's the top of the month. Builders need some lots. Sellers need some offers.
I
What
just
you
have a
got?
question actually.
Absolutely. Talk to me.
So, I mean, I just joined like 2 weeks ago, but I had actually already pulled a list, but I don't have a dialer or anything like that, because I wasn't sure about was it A2P compliance, the whole compliance issue. So I'm just
Mhm.
wondering if I could join up with someone because I already had the list, what's that term? I guess skip traced and everything, and I paid for it. So I just need to do the calls. So I'm just wondering about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So number one, just to kind of be like cost effective, if you want, you could just cold call from your phone, Google Voice number, just to kind of like make it easier. So that way, as you're getting your reps in and you're kind of getting over the nerves of cold calling and things of that nature, I would just use your phone, right? It is going to suck a little bit because it's a lot of manual work, but the benefit of that starting off is it keeps your costs low, right? Now, if you have the mindset of like, no, I want to attack this from a systematic approach or want to be a little bit more strategic in my approach in generating leads and cold calling, then that's when I would recommend getting like a dialer to make things a little bit more efficient for you. So you're not having to deal with all of the manual work. Dialers, I think Mojo Dialer is like $100 a month or 150, one of those two. Or you can kind of get any Go High Level CRM and it's $97 a month. And you do not need A2P for cold calling.
Oh, okay.
A2P is only specifically for texting and receiving.
Texting.
Yes. So out the gate, you could just start cold calling. I wouldn't necessarily don't allow your progress to be stopped by A2P. Is it nice to have? Absolutely.
Hmm.
But yeah, I would just start, depending on which route best suits your particular situation better. I would make that decision based on, your particular situation, whether it's like, do you have the budget for these tools? Green light. If you say, hey, I want to build up to that, nope,
Hmm.
there's no problem starting off manually either, because I started off manual as well too. So
For Go High Level, is that something that you all recommend?
yeah, it's probably like the most common used CRM out there. Some people have like different versions of it, or they're like package it and do their own. We are affiliated with one in Derby's group named Flow Fusion. I know Nick has one, Touchpoint CRM and stuff like that. So the one in Derby's group, the ones that we're affiliated with, it already kind of comes with like the standard workflows and things of that nature. Of course,
Okay.
a learning curve no matter what CRM you decide to go with, but there are like GHL is pretty much widely adopted for the most part.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
No problem. Natasha sounds like she's ready to make some calls. You want to go first on these calls, Natasha?
Sure.
I'm just messing with you. But where, out of curiosity though, where did you get your list skip trade? What market did you get your list skip trade?
So let's see. So I got the list from a site called Regrid. I don't know if you all have used that at all. And then I skip traced it at, is it Batch Leads or Batch something?
Best.
Yeah. And so I think it's like 800 and it's a pretty big list. So I
But
just
what market, what area is it?
so I think whatever you guys, somebody said, I think whatever it was the Northwest, Southwest, Port St. Lucie, I can't remember.
Okay.
I did a lot of out of state owners. I was like really looking into like who lives like a lot of New York and that kind of thing.
Okay. Out of state owners is a good strategy to target because those are people that are not even in that area no more. So they probably, moved, forgotten about it and things of that nature.
Hmm.
Um, I hold the mindset that I don't discriminate. I don't care if you stayed in Japan, I'm giving you a call. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
or, right, some sellers live like two streets over, and you was like they still want to sell just as much as out of town owners, right? Um,
yeah.
so out of state owners is good because you can, if you're targeting them, you can open up the conversation of like, hey, I noticed that you stayed. Insert the blank. You got this property over here. Do you
Hmm.
have any interest in possibly having a conversation about getting a good price for it?
Right.
And in that way, they kind of know, like, oh, okay, well, at least you've done a little bit of homework and stuff like that. Some people may, for whatever reason, not necessarily be able to be ready to go right then and there. And then you just follow up with those people, right? But if they
Hmm.
do show some type of interest and stuff like that, you can make small talk with just about anything,
Yeah, I
you
think
know.
it's just for me, it's just a nerves issue because I already have my own business, but it's a lot of inbound leads. Like people find me and schedule and that kind of thing. I have a lot of control over that. So the idea of just picking up the phone, I think that's what's been kind of um, holding me back a little bit too.
I am so glad that you said that because that is one of the things where, depending on, of course, budget, business model, mindset, you can have the same thing happen for land. Now, it's not going to be specifically targeted for infield, but it may be, like larger parcels of land or whatever the case may be. So, whatever it is that you're doing to get people to find you, to come talk to you, you can apply that same mindset to land. Granted, it might not necessarily be niche down to infield lots, particularly, but you can still apply that same mindset of, whatever the other line of work that it is that you do.
Oh yeah, I've already created a website for this business and doing all those things so that I can get inbound leads. So working on that. Oh yes, I'm
There,
working on that.
there you go. So you're already ahead of the game. Perfect. Love
Yeah.
that. Sweet. Anybody else have any questions? For those of you guys who are just joining us, welcome to the party.
Hey,
Last,
I got one.
what's up, Justin?
Yeah, quick question. So a problem I've been having lately is sellers not signing when I send over the agreement. Are you walking like some of your sellers through the contract? Because that's something I want to start doing. I feel like I have a higher conversion rate, like walking them through it live, than rather just sending it over than giving them as much time as they need to sign it.
Yeah, I literally just had that happen to me yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever that was, right? Seller agreed, everything was good. We sent the contract over, boom, ghost MIA, right? So one of the things that I'm going to probably start implementing or being a little bit more strict when it comes to getting to the point of contract is asking them or just referencing other people that I've had in the past. So it'll go something similar like this. Hey, Mr. Seller, now that we've agreed on price, you want to reiterate, or you can insert terms, price, whatever it is. You want to reiterate that you guys have already come into an agreement. So that way it's echoing something that's already confirmed between both, right? Hey, Mr. Seller, now that we've already come into an agreement, a lot of the sellers that I worked with in the past, I typically like to just do a courtesy call to walk through the contracts. So that way, or walk, ugh, I just broke my own rule. We typically like to do a call to make sure that we go over the agreement together. So that way, if any questions arise, we can walk through anything together. If anything needs to be revised, we could do it relatively quickly. Would you prefer that route, or would you prefer me just send it right now and I'll wait till you sign it and get back off the end, whatever, do that spiel. So you give them the option of like, hey, do you want me to go through this agreement with you? Because I've noticed that some people have questions, and it's better to have those questions answered up front while we're on the phone, or if we need to make any changes while we're reviewing it together, everything is quick, and that way it allows us to get your money to in your pocket or your bank account a lot faster. Would you prefer that option, or do you prefer me sending it over to you and me waiting while you fill it out so that way I can confirm that I receive it on my end once you're done signing?
Okay, got it. And if they do request you walk them through it, the standard Florida vacant contract is like pretty long. It's like what's it, 7 pages? Are
Yep.
you just going through like the important parts, like the first page, then like really like the important parts, like which says buyer covers all expenses, or do you go through everything?
So if they want me to go through everything, Yeah, I mean, you ain't got no choice now that you offered it. But the best way that I do it is I do it section by section. So that way it's kind of very, very easy to understand and also summarize. So that way they don't feel like I'm skipping over anything. And then there are certain sections in that FAR contract where it doesn't apply to them or us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it gets to those points, I think it's normally in page what, like 5 through 7, the last two pages are
Mhm.
pretty much nothing that has to do with neither of us. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, so I explain really, hey, this is what we're agreeing to. This is on paragraph two, because paragraph two is where you put in the purchase price, EMD, yada, yada, yada. Right below that is closing date, which is essential to know. What I think is what paragraph 8 or 9 that highlights your inspection period. This is how long I have to do my due diligence on the property. Here are the closing costs is another big thing that comes in. So you highlight closing costs. And then if you guys have any additional terms, I will go through the additional terms and say, hey, these are the main points of everything that we've agreed upon. These are the irrelevant points. Do you have any questions?
Okay. Got it. Got it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so I would just summarize the important parts that you guys agreed on and show them that, hey, this lines up with everything. And
Mhm.
then I think another thing that's also helpful to highlight, there's a provision in the contract that highlights the definition of seller defaults, what your remedy is if the seller defaults, and then what the seller remedy is if you default,
Mhm.
right?
It's yeah.
So you if they ask questions or if they you immediately just go to that and say, hey, Mr. Seller, just so you know, and we're on the same page. If I do not perform my obligations under this contract, you have the right to retain this earnest money deposit that I'm putting down as a sign of good faith.
Mhm.
In the event that you decide for whatever reason you change your mind after I've already spent money doing due diligence on this property and say, et cetera, and you decide not to sell at the last minute, I have to sue you for what they call specific performance, where I have to take you to court and basically force you to perform if in the event that you decide to back out in order to be able to get compensated for not only my time, but also the monetary investment that I made for doing my due diligence on the property.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
actually, I just dealt with a seller that talked to their attorney or whatever that wanted that piece taken out on one of my agreements, but my buyer didn't want to take it out just to protect them. So that was a little, you know,
Yeah. And when it comes to that, I would just tell them like your reasoning behind, standing firm of not wanting to take it out or not wanting to, to basically make sure you're protected in the event that they back out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And the worst they can say is yay, nay, no, or whatever the case may be. And then, yeah, I would just do that. I wouldn't necessarily go. There's certain things that the seller may request that I would say consider it. But those type of line items, I wouldn't consider doing that at all. That's like a non-negotiable.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thanks, Francisco.
No problem.
I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
So kind of new and working with a builder who isn't specific about how much they're offering for, a land. And I have a seller who's saying, okay, well, I'm willing to be anywhere between 60 to 65. And I was just speaking to Derby about, I'm like, should I just submit it to them? Um, Even though I don't know where I need to be. And she said y'all worked with them before, y'all trust them. Sun Life, I believe.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is it something where it's okay? I should go ahead and just get them on the contract, even though I don't can't really negotiate anything, and then see what they tell me, or how would you handle that? Because I don't. Uh-oh.
Y'all ready to get blown away?
Mhm.
Okay, boom. So, you know me, I'm always experimenting with ways to kind of be a little bit more proficient with kind of just like work. And I'm gonna preface this by saying this is all experimentation, and so far my experimentation has shown to be I'm on the right track. Okay. So everyone knows that AI has been this whole like shiny object that has come onto the scene and everyone's pushing like AI, 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 right? My thought process is I want to be able to use AI to actually help me in my output, basically in the way that I work and things of that nature, right? So me personally, I'm using Claude. Everyone has their preference of AI models or whatever the case may be. But let me show you this. So in the event that you find um builders that are not necessarily being direct or communicative about how much they are buying or whatever the case may be, y'all about to be blown away about this shit. You can do this with any buyer. And it's funny that you mentioned Sun Life because I experimented this with Sun Life, Jay.
Got you, because they got me looking crazy right now.
I'm about to show you. You can do this with any buyer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all ready to be blown away? All right. Implementation is everything. All right. So you see my screen? So basically, what I did was I used Land Portal. Quick, so to make sure all of this makes sense. Number one, I used Land Portal. And then what I did was in Land Portal, it gives you an option to search property owners by company name. You following me?
Yes, sir, I am. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. So once you search landowners by company name, you're able to see all of the list of properties that they own or what they purchased or either they own or whether they purchased, right? I downloaded that list from Land Portal and I plugged it into Claude and I wanted to figure out what is the average that they're paying for each individual zip code and which zip code are they targeting the most based on this list of data. And what do you think my boy Claude went ahead and did?
With everything you needed.
You got my answer right then and there. The main zip code that they're targeting is 33993. They bought 73 parcels of land in that particular zip code. This is their average price in that zip code. And then it starts breaking it down based on, whatever the case may be. And then it even gives you down more so from a more analytical standpoint where this is their main zip code. 73 of their 126 buys have been in this particular zip code. That's over 58% of their acquisition is targeting in this zip code. You do with that information as you wish, but if I was targeting lots for this particular builder, what zip code do you think I'm going to prioritize?
Mainly the ones up top where they're doing business, for sure.
There you go. So Land Portal, Claude, export the spreadsheet, put it into Claude, and have it basically tell you, hey, analyze this data. Let me know where the main points that they're buying at and what the average is, and then now you know where you need to go without asking them.
Got you. And you definitely just cleared it up because the seller that reached out is in that 33909 zip code. And based off the number you just showed, we might actually have something. So I appreciate you for,
Good.
dropping a gem.
No problem. And then keep in mind, 33909, they've only bought one there. So, and their average is 112. Now, am I saying they're not going to take it? No. But just keep in mind that this might not be something that you can confidently say they will 100% take. You know what I mean? Based on their previous activity.
Correct. Because they didn't do much business there.
Correct. Now, we don't know the behind the scenes or the inner workings of why that's the case, you know what I mean? But out of 126 buys for only to have one purchase in that particular zip code, there must be a reason why. You know what I mean? But what we do know definitely, their top three zip codes are not 33909.
I appreciate that.
Problem. Tish was good.
Yeah, I just have a quick question. Are you able to do the same thing? Do you know if we don't have Land Portal and maybe you're using PropWire, can you um, import whatever their data is and find kind of like how you did it that way? Okay.
So no matter what data source you use, you can go ahead and like if you're using PropStream, you would use the same concept. You will look up the the state and the county that whatever buyer you're working with is in, right? And then afterwards, you would look them up by their company name if you're able to kind of either guess their company name or find out directly like what entity are they using to purchase lots. And then you should be able to download a list of all of their properties that they've purchased. And you just download that from PropStream. I'm pretty sure you could do it with PropWire. There's a certain pocket in Orlando that I recently finally got in contact with one of their acquisition reps, and very same sentiment where it's like, hey, just send me what you have. Don't even worry about it. I'm sniper approach because I don't need none of us on this call make money guessing. We have to be very accurate in our approach. And that's one of the ways where you can just kind of like already at least do semi due diligence when you're reaching out to these individuals or these companies, and then at least come to them with some background information on their previous history.
Thank you so much.
Well, Soraya, what's good, bro?
Ain't no much. Good afternoon. Just wanted, I know I asked this question last week, but I couldn't quite figure it out. On finding can you just demonstrate real quick on like the GIS map, Cape Coral, seeing the golf lots versus the golf access versus I don't know what the other alternative is, but you know what I mean.
I got you. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Okay, GIS. Go to the other one. Give me 1 second. This one is really important because this is something that I recently learned through another builder. But with golf access lots, another thing you have to confirm is, and sometimes you may be able to get it, sometimes if we're not in control, we're not going to be able to guess it. Is how many bridges you have to get to the golf. Does that make sense? Because the closer it is to the golf, the more money builders will pay. The further it is from the golf, the less money they'll pay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Um,
definitely. I've had a seller tell me, like, yeah, there's no bridges, like direct access. I didn't know what he meant at the time, but yeah, eventually figured it out. Yeah, thank you.
nope, I'm about to put up this address in the. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so perfect. I went ahead and uploaded that. All right, so we see that this is where it's at. So what you want to do is you see this icon that says layer list. It looks like a stack of cards. You want to click on that. You want to go to Cape Coral. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and look for the filter that says canals. And then you will be able to go down. If it's light blue, it's freshwater. They don't pay that much for freshwater canals. If it's dark blue, this looks to be dark blue, or unless I'm turning colorblind, dark blue, this is a salt canal. If it's a salt canal, most likely it leads to the Gulf. But now what you have to do is, which sometimes can be a little bit tricky, is you have to scroll out and see how far it is from the Gulf. And their map isn't always necessarily the best, but anywhere you see where it's dark blue, that means it might have access to the Gulf. And now we just have to, sometimes we're able to guess, sometimes we're able to like follow the little maze thing and see how far is this from the Gulf, or does it connect? This is on the south side, so most likely all they have to do is follow the trail, come out, and then boom, the Gulf is over here, by the way. It's on the left-hand side. And their GIS maps load so slow. But this is the Gulf over here on the left-hand side.
No, okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate. And this also affects fresh versus salts affects the kind of seawall you're building, kind of.
Nah, if it's salt water, I mean, if it's fresh water, it doesn't have Gulf access at all.
I'm saying as far as seawalls.
Oh no, seawall, no, it wouldn't impact. All canal lots are gonna need seawalls. So
Yeah,
not
I'm saying because I was seeing something someone posted the other day where they were saying if you have to build a salt on salt, it's probably lower, and then if it's Gulf access, it's like 50,000, and then the other one is like 25,000. But I mean,
for the canal specifically.
now for the yeah, like if it's one of either of those types of canals, it'll impact the kind of seawall you build and how much the seawall is going to cost.
Mm. I mean, that would be more so on like the builder. You could use that information as leverage in negotiations with the seller.
Yeah.
Um, but for my understanding, I think the general price of a seawall was anywhere between like 30 to 50, depending.
Okay.
Right. So just kind of like ballpark that. I would say the main point is figuring out with the seller to confirm because sometimes they know, sometimes they don't know, right? There's been some lots that I've sent to this builder that I'm trying to send lots to that wants to buy golf lots. Golf access lots in Cape Coral are very nuanced because depending on the area, there's another site that you have to check to determine, and it's all a guessing game because we're not native to Cape Coral. It's easier for the builder to determine because he lives in Cape Coral and he knows, what streets or what canals connect to what or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's so nuanced because again, the closer it is to the golf, you're able to pay. The less the further away, the less they're willing to pay. And I gotta find the range. Let me see in miles. Let me see if it's on my phone. And that way I'll share with the group. But this is all a resource from Cape Coral. The how far the miles is, there's no like criteria that says if it's 10 miles away, he'll pay this. If it's, it's not like that. That's why I say it's very nuanced. Let me see if I can find it. And then I'll post it in a group once I find it. Oh, boom. Never mind. Found it. And it's color coded as well too. So let me post this in the group now. Photo library. All right, boom. I just posted in a group. Sorry.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Freshwater, no golf access. If it's in the red, and let me see if I can send it to myself so I can pull it up here so everyone can see it. Mm, Send to my laptop. Hold up. Zoom in. And if I share it on my screen, you guys can take a screenshot of it just in case you guys in the group. All right, can you see the screen?
Yes.
So freshwater canals, that means there is no golf access at all. And then if it's in the red, you see anywhere that it's in the red is 8 to 10 miles out. And then it starts getting color coded. So green is where they pay the most amount of money at. Make sense?
Yep. Clear as a crystal. Thank you.
And then I also think It tells you the bridges. I'm gonna try to find the link, and I'll also post the link in the group as well too. But it tells you the bridges as well too, how many bridges they got to pass. Miss Debbie, go ahead.
Hi, Francisco. I kind of got a stupid question, but my brain just cannot work. So I just need you to explain it to me again, please.
Hmm.
Um, it goes back to pretty much the beginning. Um, when it comes to the EMD, I know what it is. I know it's supposed to come from the builders, okay? But when it comes time to be talking to the seller and you're telling the seller, you're pretty much giving them the details of like the process and all that stuff. We don't mention EMD to seller at all, correct? They don't need to know anything about that, right? Or yeah, it goes to them, but how do you, and I forgot, I just can't remember.
So it does go to them after closing, right? Um, but it doesn't go to them when you guys sign a contract. So it's almost like an escrow account. So in the event that they ask, you tell them, hey, typically we submit EMD and it is sent to the escrow company and it is held in escrow until the day of closing, right? So you want to think of escrow as just a sign of good faith that you're actually going to perform on that contract. And then depending on the builder, because someone also reached out earlier today and asked me about this, there are some builders that if they do not accept assignments or they do double close or they're not necessarily familiar with wholesaling or whatever the case may be, it could be a variety of different reasons. Not all builders would put EMD down on your behalf.
Hmm.
Some builders would say you don't have to put EMD down. You could just use their EMD to cover yours. Some builders say you got to put your own EMD down and then y'all, they do their own. It just depends on the builder that you're working with and their understanding about the wholesaling space.
Okay, so basically though, when I'm explaining the process to the seller, I don't need to bring up the EMD unless they ask.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, for some reason it was just like going in my head spinning like, do I mention it? Don't I? I don't know why I couldn't think of it. So it's just like, okay. All right,
No,
cool.
no.
Thank you. And then the only really things you need to like the process is just that we do all the closing costs. We close like 30, 45 days and then just reinnovate everything they already said to me about why they want to sell and all that good stuff and price. And that's about all, right?
100%.
Okay, good. Because I might have one. I want to make sure I'm talking correctly before I call it back. So,
You're good. And also, I want to preface this by saying to your earlier point when you first started, there's no such thing as a dumb question. I'm
okay,
still,
thank
as
you.
as experienced as I am, I still have questions to this day. And closed mouths don't get fed. So I'm always gonna ask my question. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna ask my questions. So feel free to always ask your questions as well too. So
All right, great. Thank you so much.
no problem. Gene said he's doing gummies and cold calling challenge tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Gene, you funny. So Ryan said, where y'all getting these gummies from? There's like CBD stores or dispensaries that so I'm surprised they don't got them in the DM. Sarai, you're in the DMV, right?
Yeah, I just gotta check. I've never like tried to, but I'm sure they have. I'm sure there's one down my street actually, so might just check it out.
Take take a half if it's your first time. Don't go overboard.
Gotcha.
No worries.
Hey, Francisco.
Hey, Stephanie.
Sorry, I was trying to raise my hand, but I can't see where it is.
No, no, you're good.
I might be off topic, but how do you edit something in PDF? It's kicking my butt.
Oh, you know what I've been using?
Uh-huh.
AI to edit PDFs. Just because
Mm,
it takes a lot way faster to do so. Um,
okay.
so I would either use chat. I'm gonna just be biased. I like Claude over everything. I'm gonna be honest. I
Okay.
feel it's probably the best AI out there. They got a free account. I think the next highest thing is like $17 or $20. You put whatever you put a PDF inside of Claude, and then you tell
Mm-hmm.
it these are the changes I want you to do or want you to make, and it will do it. I promise you.
Debbie sent me the contract, but she said to remove the name of the lady because she quit it. So I've been fighting with it. I can't remove her name.
Do you have are you in front of your computer right now?
Yes.
Okay. Upload the PDF inside of the chat. I better start using this AI.
Okay, let's see.
Me and Derby might do a class on how to use AI specifically just to enhance what you call it. Enhance I guess productivity is the thing. There's a lot of AI content out there, and I'm not knocking no one that's like, monetizing off the wave, but I'm more so of a like, how can we practically use it on an everyday basis? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everyone's AI agents, and I'm like, you weren't doing this before AI agents. How are you going to prompt AI to do something you weren't already doing every day?
Hold on.
Just
Hello?
my just my hot take.
This meeting is being recorded.
Got the $100. I'm sorry. Natasha, I might need to put out. Might need to share some. I need the $100 version because I just did the same thing too. So you're not alone. And real quick, while we wait for Stephanie, Natasha, what are some ways that you what's some of the cool stuff you did in Claude?
Oh my God. I'm so obsessed. I literally just created a brand spanking new website for my business, and it's shocking how good it is. Like, and I asked Claude, I said, if I were to have this professionally done, how much would I pay? And he said, anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000 because it looks so good. So I'm really excited about that. I created a website for the land business as well. And I'm just in shock at what I can do. I'm in the process of creating a workshop and a course for my business and working on that right now. It's just everything. Like literally I have to make myself go off at night because you just start getting all these ideas about what you can do and what's possible, and it's shocking. So I was like, take my money, take my $100.
I, I don't fault you because AI can 100% do everything.
Yeah. I'm so glad about that PDF tip. I didn't even think about that. So that's good to know.
And we about to watch it live. Stephanie, what name do you need to be what name do you need to be removed from this thing?
The name of the lady from the title company.
Marie Pollard?
Yes. She
What
was,
do you want to
Derby
replace
said,
it with?
Derby said to leave it blank.
Oh, okay, good. So that's see if I might have to download it. All right, boom. Hold on. Stephanie PDF.
Just got a deal today.
Congrats.
Thank you.
About to get this another one if this builder respond back and finally take one of these golf lots you sent me.
The one that I just sent or the previous one?
Yeah, the one that you just sent.
Ooh, okay.
Um, okay, so boom. Stephanie download. Stephanie PDF. Another cool thing I've been using AI for is there's this thing called Whisperflow. These are all suggestion, guys. Please don't go out splurging. But there's this thing called Whisperflow, and basically it's almost like a you guys know what dictation is, where you like speak on your phone and it writes out. Whisperflow can be installed on like your computer, on your phone. And even if you mess up on your wording, it will like fix itself in autocorrect. Regular dictation, as far as I know, does not do that. And it saved me a ton of time just typing. I literally just press a button, say what I want to type, and it does it. So from an efficiency standpoint, I'm like, it's worth $15 a month. Stephanie, PDF. All right, let me look at this real quick. All right, bear with me 1 second. On paragraph 2 of this PDF, where it says purchase price, where it says escrow agent name, escrow agent contact, escrow agent address, escrow agent phone number, and escrow agent email, remove what is currently there and replace it with TBD, to be determined. right, let me share my screen real quick. Boom. And literally, I just pressed the button, it typed all of that. And then voila. And then they'll start doing it, start editing it. The cool thing about the reason I like Claude is because you can actually save things that you do as what they call skills. And it's almost like if you needed to do this again, you literally can save this as a skill and then just tell Claude, hey, use this skill or SOP to re-edit this PDF. And then it will remember it and it will do it. So that's why I favorite Claude over everything. So just so you guys know. But yeah, I'll wait for it to spit out and then I will send it over to you once you're done. Once it's done, Stephanie. Sweet. Any other questions before we start making some calls? I'm gonna get Coach on some live cold calls. Hopefully someone answers.
Yeah, but for the first guy that I sent you with the Gulf Access, Ken, the
Mm-hmm.
one that was the one who wanted to partner on the build if possible. There's no update for him so far because it's been calling me and texting nonstop. I guess he needs the money.
Does he still have that he still has that on the market?
Let me see. And then for the two last one that I sent you, I made the first call and everything, and he know that you were about to call him with like a follow-up call.
Let me pull it up. Is this the Southwest one, 20th Terrace?
Yeah. You're talking about the first one or the one that is waiting for the follow-up call?
You the one that's waiting for the follow-up call because there was two that you sent.
Yeah, that's the two last one. Yeah.
The 21st Avenue and the Southwest Terrace. Which one is waiting for my call?
They are from the same owner. He has two lots. Yep. I think he's an agent too, by the way.
Okay, let me see this. Let's get the money on. Let's see if we can get some money in. Does he have them listed already or not? If he's an agent stuff?
Yes, he's an agent.
No, but does he have it listed already?
Yes, it's on Zillow. They are both on Zillow.
Oh, they're side by side. Where is this in respects to? Look, now we gotta underwrite this to make sure where it's how far is it? Let me see this thing. It's 8 to 10 miles out. Hold on. It looks like it might be 8 to 10 miles out, Stephanie. So before I call him, I want to confirm with the builder how much he'll pay for this.
Is the good or bad thing?
It's I mean it's farther, it's like the farthest away from the Gulf. It has Gulf access, but it's 8 to 10 remember, the further it is away from the Gulf, the less you'll be able to pay. But let me see. Hold on, let me see something. 33914. You know what I would think would be useful? is, let's see if we can find some other builders for this one that can give us a faster answer. Slow some time. And for the one that keeps calling you about the partnership one, can you text him back and let him know that you will be able to expect the answer sometime by Wednesday? Is that okay?
Okay, I will do that.
Because that was the one we offered 190, right? Did he at least come back and say what he thought about 190?
No, we were supposed to call him back.
All right, tell him we have an update for him on Wednesday.
Okay.
All right, boom. So last 30, 90 days. Property type land. Oh, let me share my screen, guys, real quick.
You mean next Wednesday or tomorrow?
This Wednesday, tomorrow. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Where is this? All right, so real quick, Stephanie, what I'm looking at, and I do this in any market, whenever, even if you have a builder, let me give you some context as to what we're about to show you would work for you. Let's just say you already have a builder in a certain area that wants a specific type of lot, but for whatever reason, they're responding slow, they're not getting back to you as fast enough, and you still want to be able to find somebody, right? What I would do is I would look for all of the companies that have purchased in that area or nearby. So as you can see, you see how I drew in that vicinity. The red indicates our subject property. Everything in yellow is what recently sold. Make sense? So since we're looking at two canal lots or one canal lot, we want to only look at only canal lots, right? So we're not going to look at this one. This one sold for 140. Okay, let's see if we can find some more. This one, relatively close, so for 173. Three strikes, are you out? 270. All right, we may have something. So now we need to do further due diligence and figure out why did this one sell for 270 and this one over here sold for 173. Sandmax LLC. Okay. Okay, can't find them. So this is one property that's worth kind of researching and doing some due diligence on and seeing. And this also, you could see it closed March 25th. So a little bit over, not too, a couple months ago. We got another lot here for 340. Four 16, 105, 131. Oh wait, no, this is inland. I'm sorry. These two are inland, so these don't count. So it may have legs from the standpoint of like, okay, now we need to figure out complete building solution. They paid 345 for this. Let's see if they come up. Oh, do they have a phone number? Contact us? They don't have a phone number. Natasha, you might need to make them a new website. Oh, oh. But look who has a Google profile. Oh my gosh, guys. 321. We might be a little delay on this call because y'all gonna have to see me call this lead back that I've been trying to hunt down and literally just call me back.
Please leave your message for 3.
That was the builder, Stephanie. They didn't call. But I would do that in the event that, even if you have your own builders that not responding back, circle around and see which LLCs are buying and try to either Google them or skip trace them and ask them, hey, I see that you're buying golf access slots. Are you still buying more? What's your terms for buying more golf access slots?
Okay.
All right. I damn near jumped out my chair seeing this lady call me back. I've been trying to call this lady that has this lot that is going to auction in less than 10 days. And she just called back. Let's see if she's finally ready to sell. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi.
Hey, Miss Renee, I'm giving you a call back. You gave me a call?
Yeah, because you were on my phone. And if you called me, you might have been looking for a home. Is that true? Or did you call me for another reason or you can't remember?
No, ma'am. I was actually calling you about your land that's going to auction on the 14th. You were trying to get a hold of your husband to see if you guys wanted to sell?
He's just going to let it go to auction for whatever reason. I don't know.
Okay, so can you walk me through that? He just wants to let it go. He doesn't want us to pay him any money at all?
That's what he's asked him like different times because I had the same question you do. And that's what he said. No, he said it's just going to go to auction.
Correct. I mean, it is going to go to auction, which he does still have the right to do that. But I guess one of the things that we kind of want to wrap our head around is we are willing to put money in his pocket and in your pocket, and he can at least get something for it and not get nothing for it. So does he not want to take you out on a nice dinner? I mean, $20,000 can do a lot for you guys right now. I would imagine he doesn't want to buy you a Chanel bag, take you to a theme park. Like, think about all of the
I know he said no. He just said he's letting it go to auction.
Okay.
I said, that's okay.
So what about telling him this? Okay, so what about this? Tell him that he could just deed it over to you, and then you can go out and have a ball and treat yourself something nice after we give you $20,000. Oh, okay. I mean,
Good.
you sure you don't want to ask him? So let me get this right. How long have you guys been married? I'm on year 3, but how long have you guys been married for? A long time?
Yeah, very long time.
Okay.
He's Harvard undergrad, Yale Law School, and blah, 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 blah. So he's not crazy. He sounds it, doesn't he?
I mean, if somebody called you and said, "Hey, I got $20,000 for you for something that you just want to give away for free," crazy might come up as a little bit of a question mark, don't you think?
I'm going to ask him again. I wrote you down to call you back. So I'm going to ask him again and see if he meant what he said.
And then do you guys happen to have kids together?
Do we have what?
Do you guys happen to have kids together?
But we've been married for a long time.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say Mother's Day is just around the corner.
I think he has a big party scheduled for me on Sunday because he's very nice. He's a little nuts. Yeah, he's having a party with our family on Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
But and again, he's very bright and very educated, so he's got his reasons.
Gotcha. No problem. Let me ask you this. I mean, I would definitely love to hear it from the horse's mouth. If he wants to let it go, he can let it go. But do you mind putting him on 3-way and maybe seeing like if we can kind of like reason with him and saying like, hey, we can have this in your account within the next 7 days?
I can't because he's not here now. I can ask him about that when I see him, and I've got your name written down. What is your name, by the way? I don't have your name written down. We've got your number and that you want Dagger.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Francisco, like San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, because yeah, we might have to kind of have an intervention with him because I mean, like, I can't. We at this point, Miss Renee, we have more questions than we have answers. Um,
Intervention.
No, yeah, we definitely need to have a sit down because I mean, Mother's Day is just around the corner. I think that, obviously we talked a few times last week, and I know you wanted to run it past him. And I'm a big advocate for making sure that your spouse is included in, big decisions. But, I guess I've never encountered.
Lot, is it I don't think, is it a good lot or a bad lot?
So it is a good lot in a good particular area. One of the things that we do in our line of work is we build homes for families, right? And this particular family that we're working with is relatively excited to kind of, start their new venture and their new chapter in the Palm Bay area. We've already both been approved and, ready to go through the whole shebang. They picked out their floor plans and they're ready to go. Um,
It's a good lot in a good area. Is it water and sewer or,
yeah,
or septic?
I believe we'll have to double confirm, but I believe it's septic, which is why we were offering 20. If this was city water and sewer, we would be at a little bit of a higher price point, but this is a septic lot from what I can remember. I'm not in front of.
It's high. Usually when a lot is high, it's because of septic.
Correct.
But
So,
if you,
correct.
okay. But you think it's in a good area, not on a bad street or anything, or you don't know?
No, yeah, it's in a good area. They wouldn't be interested if it wasn't in a good area. But it is a septic tank, and I just did double confirm, but that's why we wanted to make sure that, we were willing to pay the taxes, we're willing to go ahead and pay the 20,000 and install the septic in there if we needed. And I'm looking over my notes, and I mean, I can't find any other reason why someone would say, you know,
Well, wondering is it a paved road in front of it or not?
Yeah, I mean it's in a paved road. We've kind of already scavenger hunt the area and it's everything checks out for us. Do you guys know when the last time you guys been over here in the Palm Bay area or?
We haven't been there in 100 years. We haven't been there forever or ever. We've had, I guess, a lot there for years and years and years, and I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why we didn't sell it before.
Yeah, so
Anyway,
and I did confirm it is on a septic lot. So I do want to just be clear that, we can again, even if you want me to come back, if he comes back with a counter and I can go back to the family and say, hey, this is what they want. I mean, we think 20 is a pretty fair offer, but they do definitely want to move pretty quickly. And again, even if it's not him getting the 20,000, I can't see a world where he says, I do not want my wife to get the 20,000, even if it's not me. So even if he
yeah,
doesn't want the 20,000, I mean, uh, taking taking right,
yeah.
taking the lot aside, Miss Renee, if I was to call you up and say, "Hey, I have 20,000 for you," and it can be deposited or wired to your next day area, wherever. I don't know what part of the world you guys are in, but I can't imagine that he would say, "I don't want my wife to have an extra $20,000."
No, it's what the issue is. I know it's not money and I know it's not money. I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know what it is. But let me ask you, why don't you want to go to the auction and bid on it?
Because the reason being is because when it goes to the auction, obviously we're going to be bidding against other individuals, so that way they could jack the price up. And then the second reasoning is because a lot of the times when we run across owners that are having properties going to the auction, it's either one very similar to what your husband is going through, where he's like he just doesn't care about it. And we at least want to be able to be somewhat of a service to you to provide money in your pocket because the city's not going to give you anything once it goes to auction. So it's not like it's going to go to auction and they're going to call you back and say, hey, we sold your lot off. Here's a $20,000 check.
Okay, well, listen, Francisco, it's nice to talk to you. I appreciate your straightforwardness, and I'll try to get back to you, okay?
No problem. I mean, it is coming in on the 14th, so we can move pretty quickly to maybe stop the auction if we're able to kind of get your husband on board. I see that it is under a company's name, so that necessarily wouldn't necessarily, stop anything. but we're like really, it's really a head scratcher for me, Miss Renee. What actually is the holdup? Is it a price issue? Is it like, does he have any?
If I did, I'd tell you, or I'd tell you I do know, and I'm not telling you. I would say that, I don't know. I just asked him in passing, and he said no. I
Gotcha.
didn't say, oh, why not, or whatever.
I was so excited. I got off. I was on the phone when your line came in and I didn't see the phone ring. And once I seen I missed your call, I cannot tell you how happy I was because I was legitimately waiting for your call back since we called you last week. So I was hoping that you were calling to tell me some good news, but it seems like we just have to continue following up. We're going to try to continue touching bases with you and your husband. And again,
Okay.
the auction is on the 14th, so we want to kind of make sure that we at least try to do something with you guys before it goes to auction. You guys get nothing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Francisco.
All righty, no problem, Miss Renee.
Okay, bye.
This is the most delusional seller I ever ran across,
What is
Derby.
going on? I don't understand why. I mean, have we talked to the husband yet? Like, she keeps saying her husband's saying no. So where's the husband? Like, that's what we
Right.
had talked about.
I literally asked her before you came in. I was like, call your husband. Let's just put him on a three-way so we can have an intervention because I have no idea why anyone would be like, I don't want $20,000.
Yeah. Okay, Francisco, remember that deal you called during gummies and cold calling? Well, the
Yeah.
builder wants it,
Get the fuck out of here. How much you want it for?
155.
That
We have
money.
it for 55.
Yeah.
So we have to call the seller to talk her down a little bit.
Say less.
Okay, call her and tell her, hey, we're ready to go. We did our little drive-by. The family loves it. We just wanted to make sure that the family was okay with everything. We can send the contract now, but yeah, 155.
Yeah, hold
What are
on,
you gonna
hold
offer
on.
her? Bye, Melissa. What are you gonna offer her?
145. No, I'm just playing 150.
Okay.
Hold on. I called her off Anisha's phone. Let me call her real quick. Hey babe, real quick, can you send me that lady's number? Remember I told you to save it under Port St. Lucie seller? She had like a 305 number. Can you text me her number right now, please? Yeah. All right, thank you.
Closing date would be June 15th, 30-day inspection.
30-day inspection?
30-day inspection, June
June
15th
15th?
closing.
Even with all the stuff?
Yeah. They still have to do their standard because if she doesn't have something that's very, very recent, it is mating season. Mating season started in March. And so
Okay.
like I know she may have had an inspection, an environmental report, but mating season just started. So it's kind of invalid.
Oh, let me check the contract for you, Stephanie, while I wait for that number.
I have some bad news for Stephanie. I'm gonna cry. So the builder passed on that double lot that she had because they had built a house out there and it took way too long to sell because because a lot of families didn't like that neighborhood. So I know it sucks, but they passed on that double lot in PSL. We might be able to see if DR Horton would take it, Stephanie. So see if we can reach out to DR Horton. I think that's Derek Youngblood. So reach out to him. You have his info already and see if he'll take it.
Bruh, she did this shit in 2023, bro.
Then it's absolutely invalid. So I need you to use that as leverage to get her down to 150.
But I'm gonna do 145. Well, I shot for 145 last time. I'm gonna do 150. All right, hold on. Let me work my magic, baby. Was that and real quick, was that deal for Stephanie on the one that she just sent me for
And that was
W
potential.
Bigona Drive?
No, that's something else. That one I sent you is Pine Ridge.
Oh, okay, bet. So, all right, but yes, it's done, Stephanie. Let me put this. Let me put it. Let me download it, and I'm gonna send it to you. And it did TBD.
Good luck, Francisco.
She needed help. What you call it? Editing the PDF, so I had AI do it for her while we were on the call.
Side note, if anybody is coming to the retreat, I think that's Tish. Who else is on here that's coming to the retreat? If you are coming to the retreat, actually, no, I'll message y'all personally. because I didn't realize it was only like one person.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I was still sharing my screen. Yeah, but yeah, it's right here. It just did. It just put TBD and took everything else out. All right, Stephanie, I'm gonna email it to you because for some reason it's not letting me put it in the chat. All right, calling this Port St. Lucie.
Good luck.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you?
And you?
Doing good. It's Francisco. We spoke yesterday about the lot in on Hickok Terrace.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So I went back to the builder and the family, and there's two things. There was two updates that I just wanted to run by you. Number one, they are willing to go up on price. So I was able to squeeze some wiggle room in there. The other thing is I ran by this technical memo that you sent me yesterday, and because it's from 2023, they still have to do their own because right now, I'm not sure if you know, I found this out today myself after our team meeting that it is currently mating season over there. So they do have to do another one. The good news is they came up to at least 150 and they can close in 30 days and cover all closings for you.
Let me see.
So initially they were at 145. I kind of presented everything and let them know like, hey, it's cleared. You know, I presented the report that you sent over, but the most that they're willing to do just to not go over budget is 150 and make sure they can do it in a clean shot.
Okay, so 150 covering all closing costs and title fees?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how long to close?
We're looking at a June 15th close date. So we're looking at a Monday. It falls on a Monday.
I'm on the phone, please. I just sent it to my husband. Give me a quick second.
No problem. Take your time. Oh my goodness. Listen, I have a 4-pack at the house and I can't relate even more.
Oh, my 6-year-old wants my antibody concentric because she's coloring some things for Mother's Day, and then my little one wants me 24/7. Yes.
I can't think of a better way to get some mommy time because I think this falls under Father's Day weekend. So tell your husband this might be his Father's Day gift.
Yeah.
Get a babysitter and get some kid free time.
Let me see what he says. Sorry.
No problem. Take your time.
It is, and then he stopped for a second. So
No, you're good.
on top of that, still trying to work remote. My job.
100%. What do you do for work?
Intake coordinator.
Oh,
So I handle all of the incoming leads for an attorney.
oh,
And I screen them and stuff like that remote. So
okay,
I
nice.
can be with my crazy little lady.
Oh,
No time for daycare.
oh my goodness. Tell me about it. Daycare is an arm and a leg.
Well, not only that, worse than my oldest going to school, more of a walking petri dish because,
Mm-hmm.
with their littler and more germs come.
Oh my
With
gosh.
germs, you get more
Yes,
sicknesses.
100%. I have a
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I have 9, 7, 3, and I have a 1-year-old about to turn 1 in May 26th.
My little one is gonna be 1 in July.
Oh, okay. There you go.
You. He's not answering now.
Got you. I mean, do you want to, I mean, you can go ahead and call me back from this number. I can go ahead. I'll be online for the next couple of hours, but what I can do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna tell them a definite yes. I'm gonna just tell them to hold their breath. But one of the things you could tell your husband is once we at least get a green light on your end, we can go ahead and deposit the escrow relatively quickly and then already have the funds set aside. So that way, in the event that the family is able to move faster or the builder ends up doing their due diligence, in a timely fashion, we can have this done, June 15th. So as long as we're able to get the paperwork in time, we can go ahead and meet that June 15th date.
How much would be the escrow?
Typically, we do.
Yeah.
No problem, no problem. Typically, we do 1% of the purchase price. And then that way it'll be go ahead and it'll be held in escrow account. And then we'll every step of the way we'll basically be in communication with you just so you know, like, hey, we're not just dropping in escrow and you're here from us on June 15th. So it'll be somewhere in the range of like $1,000. And then of course that would be delivered to you guys at the time of closing, plus the remaining funds left to close on the property. And then the way the title company works is they will either next day air or wire you the funds. And then they'll, of course, verify you and your husband own the property and things of that nature. And again, kind of like I told you yesterday, we work directly with the family. So we pretty much do something similar to what you do, but we coordinate the whole transaction to make sure all parties are notified and everyone's up to speed with everything that's going on.
He came back and said he is more firm at 155. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's probably gonna, I mean, we $5,000 apart. I kind of already got them to come up another $5,000. Is there any way if they, and again, this is just from the standpoint of like doing it from the sake of, from the family. If I'm able to kind of like get them to somewhat meet in the middle or get the builder to incentivize or throw an extra incentive in there, maybe get the builder to throw in 2,000. Can we meet in the middle by any chance if I'm able to kind of like pull that off? It's not a guarantee, but I'm really just trying to make sure that this family gets, the building process started.
So where it would be 152?
Yep, 152. And again, that's with the builder adding the incentives for the family, right? So if I'm able to swing that, I just, wanted to at least give you a courtesy call and let him know, like, hey, they came up from 145 and they're really just trying to go over budget because the main thing that they have to keep in mind is their DTI, their debt to income ratio. So that's the only thing that we have. So this extra 2,000 is going to be not coming from them. It's going to be coming from the builder that's building the house.
All right. Multiple things going on in life.
No worries. Let it also
Get back to you.
100%. This is my direct number, and let him know this will be an amazing Father's Day gift.
Okay.
All righty. Talk soon.
Great. Thanks.
Man. Let me text him. Oh, Derby, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. What happened?
Okay. She basically gonna talk to her husband.
Heard. I was gonna see if we can. I mean, I don't know if we can come up more on it, but I would like to try to stay at like 5K spread at least.
Facts.
All right.
Real quick, for Riceburg, did you send that to title? Because I gotta call the builder back who just called me for that.
Tell them it's going in title today. It should be there today. Just waiting on her to sign. She was in work. She was at work.
Oh, the reduction?
Yeah, the reduction and the addendum, but she's ready to go.
Okay. Yo, what's going on? Yep. Be there by end of day today. We and we'll be. Well, I'll be CC. My partner will be CCing you once our TC gets everything sorted. Yes, sir. Did your guy get back to over there to drive to check the field?
I to get back to it, but I'll circle back with you if not today, then in the morning.
Okay, what was that last part? I was plugging you into my headphones. I'm sorry.
Oh, the well guy. We're just waiting for the well guy.
Okay, perfect. All right, good deal.
Yep. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
appreciate it. Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Should have signed that today. He ready to go.
Yeah, she's ready to go. She's waiting on me. I had to wait on the title info.
Shoot a shoot, baby.
I think Jacob had a question. I don't know if Jacob got a chance to ask his question about getting support on a deal. He had DM'd me.
Where you at?
Jacob.
That was me. Francisco definitely hit it on the head. He actually showed exactly what Sun Life was offering for, separate zip codes in that area. So yeah, thank you so much.
No worries.
Sure.
Debbie, I got a 3:30. I got to hit them. So
Heard. All right, I'll answer just Jean's question then in the meantime. Hey, Jean.
I made you host. So
I heard. I got you. Thank you.
So quick question, Derby. I just spoke to the seller and I offered, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, but the Spring Hill seller.
Yeah.
I decided to offer him 63 to start with because I knew he was gonna try to negotiate with me.
Okay.
And he rejected it. And he said he got offered for 68.5. So just should I stay firm on the 65? I can go up a little bit. I said 63, I can go 65 and then stay firm there.
I don't stay firm. I'm trying to make money. So shit.
Okay.
Somebody else offered 68.5. That's somebody that's probably working with the same builder we're working with at 70. Trying to make
That's what he said. I don't know if it's true. Because I mean, why don't you go with that offer then?
Yeah, that's true. I would try to grind it a little bit harder just to see if he's really serious. But then if he's really gonna go with another offer, because that's definitely possible. I would
Okay.
do 69,000 and make a quick thou wow and call it a day.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, $1,000 is $1,000 you ain't had, so you might as well lock it in and get a quick 1,000.
All right. So I told him 63. I said I'm gonna talk to my partner and come up. So I'm my next number.
I would phrase it like this, Gene. I would say, well, what number do we got to be at in order to make it work? Would you take 68.5 from me, or what number needs to work for you to move forward? What do we need to do? And
Okay.
Says I wouldn't just give it to him right away. So I would say okay, well, I mean, if we can do 69,000 and cover closing costs and close June 15th, would you sign right away and try to get that verbal confirmation?
Got it. Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'll get back to you soon.
All right, sounds good. Troy, what deal did you send me again?
I just sent you one. Let me take a look at in Spring Hill.
Probably not yet, but I can look at it. I'll look at it and let you know.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, Derby.
Hey.
I was trying to remove the lady name that you told me to remove. He was kicking my butt. That's the reason why I couldn't send you the contract yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then just tell me and we'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal.
I was ashamed.
Yeah, no, you're good. I think Rakita had the same contract too, so I don't think she's on here, but I'll tell her if she can't take it off, it's fine.
Okay. So I can just send it to you now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll send it off to the builder for review as well. Okay, cool. All right, anything else, guys, before we hop off?
One more question. Are you not doing no more well septic lots in Palm Bay, Derby, or?
No, ma'am.
Okie dokes.
Already
Thank you.
filled. Unless you have them
Okay.
for low, just send them to me and I can look at them. But
Unless I what?
unless you have it for super low, I don't know how much you have it for.
she told me what she wants. I haven't called her back yet. I'm about to and explain everything else to her. I was gonna go back at her 35 and she wants 40.
Okay. I mean, I would still lock it up and we can just save it for next month if you want to do that too.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Anything else, guys, before I hop off?
Still working on those two sellers from yesterday, but just haven't heard back, but I'm on it still for PSL and Citrus Spring.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think Citrus Springs is gonna be a good one if you guys want to jump in there and lock up some deals.
They have to be in Citrus Springs, baby, but they are like, oh, you said, oh, they have to be in Citrus Springs in the legal description, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All of them are like that, or?
Yeah,
yeah.
all of them are like that. But I got them for super low, like 20,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, just send it to me. I'll look at it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, real quick. So I was looking at a lot earlier today. The GIS had commercial, and then the appraiser site says it's vacant residential. Which one do we kind of believe?
I told you in the message you sent me to call them to ask them which one is
Oh,
I
sorry, I didn't
think-
see that. My fault.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, I think, to be honest with you though, I think it might be the county, but you could always ask to confirm.
Yeah, okay, will do.
Yeah, you can always call zoning to ask and confirm.
Got it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I had a quick question. Is Citrus Springs technically Marion? I could look it up. Marion County, or is it just a different county?
Citrus Springs is Citrus County.
Okay. And on the list that you sell, is Marion Oaks just Marion Oaks, or does it include Marion County? On the sellers list.
Sorry, say that again.
On the list that we can like purchase, what is it called? Like sellers,
Yeah.
the one that's titled Marion Oaks, is it only for that area, or is it Marion County
It's in Marion Oaks. It's a neighborhood.
neighborhood? Okay, gotcha. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. All right, I got the hop off, guys.
All right. I got another one I'm sending to you now.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good, guys. Bye.